These are the 5 things you need to know about the PS5 controller. What's going on, guys? My name is Hani. One of the few things I enjoy more than sneakers is gaming. I've been an avid gamer since my wee little lad days back then when the first original PlayStation came out, and to start this journey off right, we're going to be talking about the PS5 controller. As we all know, an entirely new generation of console gaming is upon us, and I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about the one thing I could get early from the next generation. It is the PS5 controller. And you can't just take a nosedive into the world of next-gen gaming without getting your knowledge about it first, and I think these 5 things are really things you need to know before digging into the PS5. But before we get started, make sure to like this video at any point if you happen to enjoy it, or if it brings you value at any point, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos. It helps the channel out a lot, and make sure to hit the noti bell so you can join Noti Squad and so you don't miss out on future videos. I've also started streaming on Twitch, and if you don't want to miss out on all things next gen, I suggest you hit that up. I'm going to be unboxing, testing out, and playing all the new next gen consoles on there on launch, such as the Xbox Series X and especially the PlayStation 5 on launch day. So if you don't want to miss that, go ahead and hit the link and follow. Link is in the description. Now let's get into the top 5 things you need to know about the PlayStation 5 controller. The first thing is the USB-C to charge. This one almost feels like a no-brainer, and I know we're all hoping for this to become the standard on controllers and the ultimate upgrade for controllers, and while some have not made the switch, the PlayStation 5 has thankfully decided to opt for the controller to become a USB-C connected controller. So that means we get the integrity of a USB-C connector, no more busted micro USB cables and connectors. On top of that, we get faster charging, which is a must on rechargeable controllers. Number 2, it actually doesn't come with the USB-C cable. This one's kind of a bummer. I mean, it also kind of makes sense because if you think back on it, the PS4 controllers didn't actually come with an extra set of micro USB cables either. But considering the hefty price point you have to pay for these new controllers, you would hope that they would at least include a USB-C cable in the first batch of controllers, because USB-C is still growing and becoming the standard for USB cables, and not everyone has a USB-C cable on hand to charge these things. Thankfully, there is a USB-C cable in the package of a brand new PS5, so you can use that with your controllers. Just know that the controller itself does not come with one. Number 3, it has a built-in mic. I think this is important to note because now we know the controller has a mic that you can chat with. This is probably an industry first for console controllers. So let's say you have a pair of headphones with no mic in them, you want to use your Beats headphones and it has no mic, or the mic on the aux cable is busted. Now you don't have to go out and buy a brand new headset, you can just use the built-in mic in the controller to chat with your friends. Of course, that's not the ideal setup if you're looking for the best chat audio quality. There's only so much you can get through with a mic that's going to be so far from your face, but it's an incredible option nonetheless. Another thing this built-in mic is going to be used for that may not be as apparent right now is for in-game mechanics. There's no doubt in my mind that Sony has some PS5 exclusives lined up that will have that built-in mic integration that will use it as a game mechanic. Astro's Playroom is already using it to blow into it to do something in the game. I'm not sure exactly just yet, but there's also the possibility that you can give voice commands, or you can use it for voice-to-text speech if you're trying to send a text message to one of your friends and you don't want to type it out. You know how long it takes to type those out with controllers. You can just say it into the mic and the PlayStation will type it out for you. That's not confirmed. I am just speculating at this point, but I can only see it going in that direction. Number 4 is compatibility. A downside of this highly innovative controller is that it's not very compatible with previous PlayStation consoles. For whatever reason, Sony has not allowed this controller to be functional on PlayStation 4, and even if it was, you probably wouldn't be able to use all its exciting new features aside from the built-in mic, so there's no real benefit to doing that, but it would have been nice to try out the controller before the PS5's release. As weird as it is though, the DualSense 3 can be used with the PlayStation 3. It almost feels like it wasn't done on purpose, almost like Sony didn't take into account the fact that someone might try it on the PS3. But then again, there are people that try everything on everything. So yeah, and while you can use it on PS3, you can't actually use the PlayStation button, so once you start up a game, you're pretty much stuck in that game until you decide to connect a second PS3 controller and use that PlayStation button, or you physically walk over and reset the system. Number 5 is the price bump. Finally, the most significant change about this controller that will affect literally everyone is the price bump on this controller. The average PlayStation 4 controller retails for 70 to 75 Canadian dollars here in Canada. They go on sale on Boxing Day and other sale days and usually go down to 50 Canadian dollars. The new DualSense controller costs $90 Canadian off the rip. After taxes, that's over 100 Canadian dollars for one controller. Considering this is a brand new controller and the next gen consoles have just launched, I don't expect this thing to be going on sale anytime soon. So what that means is there's almost a $50 difference between what you would normally spend on a PS4 controller, considering you would buy it on a sale day, versus what you're gonna spend on buying this one. Now, PS4 controllers have had issues with stick drift with their thumbsticks, and based on the PS5 controller teardowns that I've seen, they've revamped pretty much everything about the controller except for the thumbsticks, which means it's only a matter of time before we see some drift issues with the PS5 controller, and if that does end up happening, well, that is one costly replacement. That's it for this video. I hope it helped you out in some way. If it did, let me know in the comments. Have you secured your pre-order for the PS5, or are you gonna get it online on launch day? Let me know. I'll catch you in the next one. I don't really have an outro for my videos yet, so